Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Another episode of Happy Accidents. I guys, I'm sure you probably read the title. Yes, it is true. I'm going to be drawing Barbie today. I hope you're all excited for this. I know I am. And then, well, to be fair, I haven't seen the movie quite yet. I mean, I can't really find anybody to go see it with me, and I don't have a girlfriend right now, so obviously, going to see it not exactly in the question, but I promise you guys I will see it. I've heard mixed things. I've heard it's like a pro feminist movie or it's a pro guy movie. I don't know. I mean, I go see it for yourself. It's up to you. Take it for what it is. It looked like a good movie. I don't know. I mean, I can't comment on it, but you know what? My sisters, they all had Barbies growing up, and you all know as guys, we all like to mess with their Barbies and do weird stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to. Hopefully, those memories are repressed. I don't know. But anyway, enough embarrassing myself. Well, actually, let's get on to embarrassing myself. Well, I'm going to be drawing Barbie, and I'm not going to be doing. Actually, I thought this would be a good lesson to delve into the female anatomy, guys. Because I know you guys probably think I can only draw men and things like that, dude. Well, I'm going to be drawing a lady for you guys. So bear in mind, this is just comic book version of what I think Barbie will look like. So, without further ado, let's get her do it. Get her done. I don't know. Anyway, guys, first thing I want to start off by drawing. I'm just gonna be mostly drawing her face. I don't think I'm gonna be drawing a full body right now because I have an idea of a drawing. If you can see, it's under here already, but I'm gonna go through the steps of what I did to get here, and I'll show you. Oh, sorry, I almost paused the recording. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the steps I took to get here. So anyway, what you want to start out doing is the face. You want to get the proportions right. So, oh crap, go away. And I have her face drawn here, but I'm gonna show you what I start out doing. So you just start out drawing. What did I do? Fudge. Oh, duh, I forgot to create a new layer, guys. Here. Anyway, okay, back to the show. So this is just the normal. You can female heads are a little bit more thinner, but just kind of go along with it. So what I'm drawing here is just the basic outline of the head. You want to get the skull right. You just got to imagine a skull of a human, and you can kind of already guess or see how it's going to look. So the eyes are always the middle of the head, guys. Always start with that. Eyes, middle of the head. Just draw little circles. And remember, the eyes here are always one eye length apart. So guys, this is about. This is how you measure the eyes. So always think of this as like one eye, like right here. So this is how you imagine, to properly space the eyes. I know it kind of seems weird, but that's basically normal human anatomy. That's how you draw it. Anyway, so the nose is about about an inch down, I guess. Just drawing a little line here. Remember, women are very, guys, with these drawings with women in comic books, unless you're drawing like, and forgive me, mom, I'm sorry, but drawing an older lady, I mean this, guys, in the most sincere heart of my, you don't want to be drawing a lot of lines in the women, okay? You don't need a whole lot of lines. You don't even need lines when it comes to like the nose. Just draw the nose in here. You don't need these big lines. And unnecessary, guys. So just keep the nose short, simple. Women have nice, cute little button noses. Hold on, guys. Sipping my coffee from last night. I was streaming with the guys, and I went to go get. It's pumpkin spice season time. So I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I couldn't believe it. The Dunkin' Donuts by my house was closed, and I was about to get my coffee for the stream, and I was so close. And then I get to the Dunkin' Donuts, and it was closed. They closed at like 7. I'm like, crap. I really wanted this coffee, so I had to go to another Dunkin' Donuts farther away. Of course, the guys got mad at me, but it's okay, guys. We were streaming Revenant last night, and they were already frustrated as it is, so at least it wasn't all me. So anyway, pumpkin spice, guys. I hope you guys are excited. It's pretty much Halloween, so summer's over. Anyway, guys. So back to what I was saying. I mean, not much to really say. The mouth is a little bit further down. You want to give a little bit more space, actually. But I'm just trying to get to show you how I draw them. This isn't the real drawing, guys. I'm going to show you what I've done later. I kind of cheated, but I still want to go through the steps with you guys. Because I'm trying to, the thing is, I'm trying to make these videos as fast as I can. And, you know, I'm trying to give you guys a brief, whoops, here's a little bit, yeah, your ears, well, right now, this head's at a down angle, but your ears are about, a little bit above your eyes, so this would be, so this is where your cheek would be. This is her cheek. Ears are about here. Oh, man, and then your neck always lines up behind your ears, guys. Remember that. It may look funny, but this is like your proper proportions. You know, even in comic books, I know we exaggerate things a lot, but we still want to keep things in somewhat proportion, you know? And you have a little groove here. And I don't want to draw too much, but this is also, guys, I want to specify, I want to get to the hair. Because one thing a lot of people get the idea wrong about hair is that you think you have to do little strings and things like that. No, 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 no. Oops. What you need to do, guys, is keep the hair, and I'll show you an example. But you need to keep the hair in pairs, or not pairs, in like thick, in thick. How should I say? Just thick. I don't know how to describe it. Like thick areas, I guess. So I'm drawing Barbie. I'm doing her a little bangs outfit or bangs. The picture I'm using, she's just got like a looks like like a like this, and it's just, you know, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, I guess women say bangs. So I'm gonna start out by drawing little sections of it. Exactly, that's what I was like, sections. You draw in sections. So she's got bangs, and you want to start here, a line around the head, because your hair always has roots where they kind of meet. And I've already drawn here, but this I wanted to show how I drew them again. So you just start out little sections, okay, and then you fill in the details later. So she's got bangs, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of a curly hair. Oh, and don't worry about it, I'll move this down anyways. But I'm gonna do a little. See how I'm not drawing too many strings. The less lines, the better. That's what I'm trying to get at. So, and now that we got that, I'm gonna dump this, and here we go. So, see, guys, how I have the sections separating the bangs, and I really like the way I did this, the curl in her hair. So, and let's get in closer. Closer. Not that close. Now, bangs are covering her eyes, so it kind of sucks. I was hoping to have a little bit more space for. I want to see if I can get her eyebrows in, but it's all right. I think it's okay for right now. And I'm just gonna be working with the same layer, guys. I'm not gonna be much of the layers because I'm gonna ink it anyway, and then, you know, you can still add a little bit of hair, a little, you know, a little, just add a little bit, you know, because it's not perfect. Oops. I'm gonna get a little bit of a. And I'm just starting with the root of her hair. Kind of making it round again. Hope you guys are having a good week. Supposed to be a storm coming, I guess. I don't know. And we'll see. LA weather's always kind of like me. But Viva C. So, how are you all doing? How's it going out there? What's it like in the world when you're not doing this? I don't know, guys. You know, it's funny. I think about stuff every week. You know, I go see my dad every week, and we have conversations about what's going on in the world. I hope you're all doing the same. You know, started with COVID. Like, you know, I had mostly my dad here, and you always have words of wisdom. I mean, I got lucky in that regard. That so. And my mother too. I call her every week. You always have a good laugh. Always have a good relationship with your family, guys, and that's what's, you know. I mean, these are crazy times. Living through some weird ass times, I'll tell you. But you know what? I hope you guys don't let it get you down, because you know what? It's actually the greatest time you ever think. I mean, think about it, guys. You live in a time. I'm drawing on a freaking computer, for God's sake. I never thought that the day would come. You know, life is really amazing sometimes. You know, it really is. Anyway, just thought I'd give you those little words of wisdom, because you know what? I know everyone's kind of feeling a little pinched, you know, times, but To me, this is how I always get my work. And I really like to be doing some serious videos with you guys because I know there's a lot of guys out there who are struggling, especially if you're an artist. And if you guys are just watching these, I really appreciate it, you know. And but for those of you who want to pursue art or something like that, go for it. I say always go for it. I talk to a lot of people, and it's funny. I've even talking to a few people today who like their parents, guys, don't encourage them. My dad's always encouraged me to do this. I have friends who are always encouraging me to do these things, you know, and I'm always scared to death to make these videos, guys. I'm always, because I'm not like the best editor, so I kind of do this mostly in one shot right now. So, and there's not much to. I should be explaining about the archer. I know. I'm sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, but basically, you get the eyes. Eyes are not too bad. There's just these circles, you know. I don't know best to explain it. The eyes, I mean, I hope you guys can learn my example. I'm just drawing in. Women have thick lashes, so you don't have to worry too much about drawing eyes. I'm gonna actually draw her lashes kind of poking out. Let's see. Remember, this is Barbie. We're gonna give her a smile too. Let's give her a smile. And the lips. Oh, guys, I've been wanting to stress about lips. Lips are really easy if you know how to do them. I know, yeah, I know it's kind of really stupid, but what I'm saying is that like you don't have to like for women always give them full lips. For men, I'll go over how to do lips in one day, but for women, it's especially hard because it's hard to get the pouty lips part right because this is a combo where we're drawing women. We want to draw good looking women. Well, not good looking. We want not good looking guys, but I mean when you're drawing a comic book, you have to remember you're drawing something, um, you're drawing something, interesting. You want it to be as interesting as possible. If you're just drawing a head, see, why do you think you guys I have the hair flowing like this? And I was gonna get to that in a minute, but like the hair, and the lips and everything, it all matters when, especially when you're drawing something simple. You want it to be as dynamic as possible. That's what we see, what we will always emphasize in comic books. We want everything to be, dynamic and as interesting as possible, even if it's just a head, a building, Got a big old smile because she's Barbie. I'm just gonna fill in the lips a little. Too big. Doesn't have to be too big of a. She's just kind of showing a little bit of teeth, but you don't have to really draw on the teeth, guys. Like not when it comes to comic books and this. Like you don't want a full grimace. But the lips are easy. It's just like you don't want to look them like bananas. Give them a little bit of curve. I'm giving her a smile, so one day I'll go over how to draw full lips, but you can still give them two pointed. When we're not up and smiling like this, you can just give her a little bit of a give her a little bit of that pointed look right here, just because just to keep the lips so that they know that they're going up, but not too much. And always keep the lips. Oop, listen. Oh wait, sorry guys, I have all thumbs. So what you want to do with the eyes, and I've already drawn them in, but you just want to keep them like little what do you call them, ovals, and then a little bit of the pointy edge for the pupil for the eye, because basically this is what your eye, and this is the little like retina, whatever we call it. Oh no, the retina's over here, and then you want to get the eye pupil in there. What am I talking about? Remember, this is the white of the eye, so always get the pupil in, and then this will be your eye color in the middle. This will be the black line of the eye. So just make this a little dark, and then do the same thing with the other eye. And the pupil is always pretty good. Anything, just draw in the black and then just erase it a little. The pupil is just this is just like where the white of the light is hitting your eye. Think of your eye as a circle, guys, as a sphere. Actually, you always want to think of an eye as a little crazy. I think that eye. You don't want to do like big eyes. She looks cross-eyed. Hold on, guys. Let me. I didn't want her to look too. I'll fix this. This one time. Oh, eyes. The eyes can be really tricky, guys. If you don't, because her head's at an angle, so I don't want it to be too. I don't want her to look menacing. That's the thing, guys. When you want them to look menacing, always eye down. But it's just the position I'm in. But I guess it's not too bad. I want her to have big eyes because this is still kind of cartoony. It's actually not too bad from like a normal. It's actually pretty natural. So I just said, oh, excuse me. Sorry guys, coffee. Don't worry, I'm good. I just drew the middle too. It's okay. I have a little bit up top. And if you guys don't know how to draw perfect circles, I recommend a good compass. This I'm just kind of filling in, so it's okay. It'll do for now. But if I'm comic book painting or I mean inking like properly, I'd be using one of the rulers or one of the instruments on here to get it, just to make it, more precise. And like I said, you don't need anything in the nose. You can leave the nose just like this. Just give it a little bit of a nostril. Not too big, nothing too. Oh, that's good. And we don't have to worry about. I wish I can show you the eyebrows, guys, but it's just unnecessary because the bangs are going to just be covering up everything. So, in fact, you can get rid of some line. Remember, guys, too many lines can make or break you. It's all just about finding what you like. She still got the top of her head, so a little of this. Immense. Hopefully I have time to ink this. But don't worry, guys, we're not going to draw. We're just focusing on the face. So, no biggie. I really wanted to. I've never drawn bangs too much before on a girl. I actually like bangs. It's kind of cute. Just to curl them up a little. I know she has straight hair, but always keep that in mind, guys. Always keep the. I'm gonna fix it for. I did this way too far out. Far out. I'm just gonna curl her bangs up a little. Yeah, hair is very tricky, guys, but you just gotta practice, kind of, practice different styles. Check out women's and dudes' hairs, and kind of see what see how they look. That's my recommendation. That, like I said, you don't have to do too many lines. Yeah, I'm just kind of when I ink it, you guys won't see. This is just still just the drawing. Same thing, just keep the hair loose, keep it thick. And then you just draw in the details and the shadows, things like that later. Yeah, I'm just drawing on. She's wearing. Let's give her a little bit. Are we? So you can draw on the neck a little. Just this little part of the neck. And there's not much room for a dress, but we can just give her something elegant. My mom would kill me if I would be drawing something inappropriate. So sorry, mom. Okay. And we could just give her a little bit of our shoulder. Just to kind of complete. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, that's good. Alrighty. Get to. I'm gonna turn this down a little, and I can get rid of this. Sorry, guys. Hope you don't need it. I'm gonna get rid of this, the old drawing. Bye bye. And then you can kind of adjust a little, Actually, that's Anyway, let's see. Let's start with bangs. I'm gonna. Remember, guys, it's all about pressure. More pressure, the thicker the lines. Or and I just don't want them to look too straight because her hair is like kind of cut. Just because it's comic book, guys, and you don't have to keep it so. Because the picture I'm literally like, she literally looks like someone just took a razor and just cut it like straight across, and I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna keep her hair a little bit loose. I like that. You know, that's what I'm saying. Is like, you know, you want to keep things as interesting as possible. And the way you do that is just by mucking it up a little. Don't draw it so natural. You know, don't draw it too natural. You want it to be accurate, but not too natural. Because remember, like you're drawing a character, you know, you want to draw something that's interesting, not something you can see every day. You know, so that's my advice for that. That's my recommendation for that. By the way, guys, I do recommend music. Helps me to concentrate. I'm not listening right now, but obviously, but um, yeah, you know, whatever gets you. I like a good country, some heavy metal, you know. Even some old stuff. Like I listen to, you know, I was just listening to like Titanic and things like that. If you can believe it. So don't hate. So I'm gonna move. That's good. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna. Oops. Oh, what I'm doing here, guys, I'm holding Shift to control both layers, so I can combine them, and then I can control them both. I have to just deselect. Thank God for computer. Oops, sorry. I'm giving you guys a headache. There. Oh yeah. I don't really remember the Barbies my sister had. I mean, I remember she had this like little pink car. I was always jealous because I had like GI Joes and I had no vehicles for it. You know, until I got like a Max Steel. You guys remember those? It was like a thing like that. And I had his like he was like a spy. It was kind of a neat cover. Actually, guys, I'm gonna do this on a separate layer. I don't like the way this. I'm gonna flip it when I. We'll see. But I'll show you guys how to do the eyes on the next. I'm a trained comic book artist, guys, so I like a little bit of a thick eyes, especially on the women, because I just you know it's just something I try to perfect. Women, they're more fun to draw, guys. I'm sorry, but men are okay. You know what I mean? But women, you know, I've always been like a big fan of like you know women's. I I'm not trying to appeal to anybody. Like honestly, guys, like I've always been, Laura Croft, Sigourney Weaver, all types. I think of that. My favorite, and they're just more interesting to draw because, like, women can be sexy, can be cute, can be mysterious, can be, deadly. Trust me, guys, women are not to be trifled for. I hear some Middle Eastern like leaders used to have like nothing but women guards or something like that. You know, that'd be crazy. Imagine walking into Saddam's or all of a sudden be a woman or something like that. And eyelashes, just keep it like simple. Don't do too many eyelashes. Like that's what I'm saying, guys. With women, you just keep it simple. Otherwise, it's just gonna look ridiculous. Keep lines, uh, this is like your little eye section that's separate. This is basically where your pupil, I mean, but your pupil, where your eyeball kind of like, this is where your eyeball, this is like that little area, that little red area, and then like on your eyelid or something like that. So, I think it's good only after all. Don't worry, guys. Bear with me. Giving you gold here, because this is the proper way to draw women. I learned this just from my own books and from other things. And I have, let me tell you guys, I have plenty of references. I have a lot of pictures and things that I keep. Poses of men and women and things like that. I've actually had people who pose for me. Or I used to you know mostly just because I try not to bother people. But if I see a pose, I'll just say hey. I mean people. It's kind of weird. I know guys you think I'm like probably a weirdo, but if you see a good pose, I've had people who pose for me. Just and I say hey, can I capture this? I'd like to use this. I mean it's well, this I don't know in this day and age, guys. I mean, this was back then, when people I sit at the park. I mean, I don't even know as a guy you can even sit in the park nowadays with all the creeps running around. So, especially in our industry, guys. Whew, know, that's such a shame. But it's what gives artists such a bad name. Hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I used to go like just at the gym or something like that, and I'd see a really cool pose, especially as a bodybuilder. And let me tell you something. You go to the gym, there's plenty of people. You know, But like I always like said, if you guys are gonna do it, get their consent for it. Just say, hey, you know what, I like the way you pose, or can you pose for me? You have to give them a few bucks. Go. Most people will just they understand. There's lots of people who will help you get your goals, guys. I mean, anyway, I'm telling you, there are people out there who want to help. I think I did. Oh, I'm on a different layer on it. And since he's at angle, guys, remember to keep the mouth here shorter on this side, and then longer over here. Oh. And then you can add a little bit. You don't really need to add teeth to it. Sometimes the lips take me I don't want them too big, but just looking, cute. Nothing too practical joke. Nothing too comical. You can draw a little bit. I'm not sure if this. I think so. I mean, mostly like when you add color, really, yeah, that's really when you really want to. You don't really need that. Add some shadows. Remember, guys, shadows on the lips are always you gotta think of it as that the lips also have shadows as well. So keep it shadows usually more on the bottom. On the top lip would be the bottom, and then the bottom lip would be the bottom. So just think of it the bottom. That's mostly where the shadows and things would. If you guys are wondering why I don't just turn that, I'm actually switching from back from from each tool because it's easier to erase. I'm used to having an eraser so I can have more control over rather than just turn my pencil around. Not as easy. So just a recommendation. So okay. Yeah, actually I'm gonna move the her nose on this thing. Let's This is a little bit of cheating, guys. I mean you can always. Oh, it is a step. Oh, so slightly. Nostril. Sorry guys, I'm retarded. I don't have like sometimes I forget my own anatomy. Yeah. You guys can visually see. I'm more of a see that's the thing, guys. I'm more of a visual teacher. I'd rather just show you rather than just a little bit of eyelashes. Yeah, we can keep. And I'm gonna turn this down. Check that out, guys. See that? Now I can see where I can erase over here. I like this. Turn the opacity down, then you can. Look at that. Two. Like that. You guys don't have to do anything fancy with the hair. But it's mostly gonna be in the color anyway. And it depends on the hair, especially since she's blonde. I don't want to do too many, because she's not gonna have like a whole lot of dark spots, dark areas, things like that. Kind of unnecessary. I'm just keeping the hair flowing and just kind of moving. It makes for a good action. So even though she's like standing still or just kind of standing here, it just makes it look more interesting rather than just. That's why, guys. I hate to say it, that's why artists draw like big flowy capes and things like that because they just want to make it look interesting. When what it's not that, like, believe me, that if Batman is just standing there on the window, because he's standing on a building, you know it's really, the artist did that, it just happens to work, but yeah, he just happened to draw that simply because it just makes it look more interesting, Batman, perched up on there or something, but I hate to say it, guys, but that's just something we artists do. We try to make things more interesting, and you just don't see, like, how things are made. Too bad. And there's our Barbie. I'm gonna get rid of this layer. Okay. We can make her a little bit. I'm going to combine these layers. Bird. Perfect. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit more. Okay, let's add a little bit more. Okay. Shadow. Nothing too fancy, guys. Gonna add some shadow to the neck. So I did this on it. If you're not sure, guys, always use a different layer. That way you can always just get rid of it. Makes it easier. Don't ever if you can. If you're working on a computer, guys, no shame in it. But this is natural, just a natural shadow. For underneath her neck and all that. A little bit of same with her lips. Sorry, it's hard to get the right. I apologize for the bad angles, but it's necessary for me to get the right drawings. Actually, redraw a little bit. And it's fine. A little bit of her roots in her hair, so nothing too fancy. Just get a little bit of shadows. Don't make the hair too firm. Let's get a little bit of lines in there. And for her hair, that's just the shadows. Not much you can really do with the hair. I mean, if I was going to color it, I would just leave it, as is, just because, these are just, the roots of her hair and stuff like that. Real area, dark areas. I see, guys, too many lines just makes it look terrible. Oop. Without her chin. There's not a whole lot of cross hatching action here, guys. Yeah, just some areas. And her dress, let's give those lines black. She has like a pattern on this, like a picnic pattern. We can do that. And just let it fade in. Okay. I'm gonna be wrapping this up. Wow. Yeah. Apologies, guys. I guess kind of like a cat and mouse. Like, just work, darn it. Mm, I'm gonna dream closer. Whoa. If any of you guys watching out here want to let me know what's your favorite Barbie doll, you had one growing up, or I can't remember whatever ones there were. I mean, I guess there's so many. So I had Max Steel figures, and I still have even better toys now. But you know, I'm gonna fix her. You know, like I messed up her chin's a little too wide. Let me tell you, the one thing I have trouble with, guys, and believe me, I still get this wrong, is the woman's chin. It is tough to get that right, to get that perfectly. It's too much. You don't want to make her look like a man, or I don't know. These days, don't even get me started. But you know what I'm saying. You're drawing an actual woman. Anyway, this video doesn't get monetized, but you know what I'm saying, guys. When you're drawing a chin, a woman's chin isn't thin, but it's not too thin. Still has to be there. Otherwise, especially if you're drawing from the side, guys, whew, that's a hard angle. But it does happen. Like if you want to draw a guy and a girl kissing, that's gonna be tough. But you know, it is what it is. Hey guys, you have to have a whole little. Yeah. I want to get the lips right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it nice. You just add some lines, you know, just kind of like blend it in. Remember, guys, it's all the difference in the thick and thick lines that keep it from looking like bananas. So we don't want banana lips. Okay. Nope, nope. And just add some little shady areas to kind of fill in this, because even your don't forget, guys, your lips have little areas too. Lines in there. The eyes you can pretty much leave. I mean, unless you want, I don't want to go any more eyeshadow because Barbie's not like that. I just want a little bit. But actually, I want to take off some. You know what? This is Barbie. She's not goth Barbie. Sorry, all my goth girls out there. Remember, she has hot pink. Yeah, for this, you don't need a whole lot of. You can just add little lines. Still keep her on the mouth. That way, it gives her the impression of teeth. That way, I don't have to draw the teeth in. Not too much. I always have trouble with these top lips. More round. I tell you guys, women, it's hard to like, but this is just like a drawing, I'd be expecting. This wouldn't be like in a comic book. I mean, I would try to get as close as I can, but in a comic book, you just got to move on, draw as best you can, and go back if you can. But yeah, I'm gonna move. But I can't do it. I do that. Yeah, just keep doing it until you get it right, guys. Have to change some angles, so be it. I feel like I wasn't wrong. That wasn't. Very thin lines. No, don't ask me to sing the song. I won't do it. I'm a Barbie girl. Shut up. Shut up. Nope. Don't start singing. Trying to build my channel, not drive people away. I think that'll do her, guys. Too bad. Not too shabby, actually. Hey, guys, that's why you have to kind of, sometimes you have to turn away from your own drawings. You have to, you'll never stop. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you've enjoyed this drawing, and I hope you guys learned something a little bit about women and drawing them, and you know, the anatomy and all of it. And yeah, I'll be back with another video next week. And thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video, like the video, and check out my links and my art. And I have a new video every week, guys. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Happy Accidents. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.